So yeah, what do I want to do right now? I'm just gonna do something very simple. I'm gonna do police stories. I don't know. Let me change it here. Yeah. How do I edit your title? Police stories. Thank you. Police stories. Police stories. Another Wednesday stream, police stories, and why is it not updating with the stream title? Police stories. Thank you. Update. Alright. Oh man, yeah, we're just gonna do something simple. Yeah, we'll just do campaign, single player. Police story. Hey CJ, we did it. We did it. You fell asleep on the toilet? How do you fall asleep on the toilet, CJ? You missed out on peak. Oh, at work. Okay. CJ, you missed out on peak. I was able to do it. I pulled it off. Oh wait, let me also remove it. It took, I think, roughly 12 deaths. It could have taken a little more. I think it took at least 12 deaths, but yeah, I pulled it off. Oh my god, dude. And CJ, on top of that, I was able to get power bombs, and I saved at the save point that was next to power bombs. In Primary Master. And CJ, do you know what the most ridiculous part was? The game tried to troll me multiple times. Tried to troll me with the power bomb maze, because it did like the longest possible power bomb maze I've ever seen when playing this game. I had to traverse the whole maze. The entire maze. The entire maze. That was some horse crap. The game tried to frick me over. Deliberately frick me over, but no, we were able to do it, man. Oh my god, dude, I swear. But anyways, I'm done with Primary Mastered. I'll come back to it probably some other time, but yeah, I'm just gonna chill, play some police stories, bro. Something simple, that's just whatever, man. Oh my god, dude. Couldn't select. Because I was so freaking nervous, bro. I was so nervous. I was anxious, dude. I'm like, okay, like when I got past CJ, when I got past the Space Pirate mini boss, and I got back to where I was before, where I died to some stupid BS with the Ice Troopers, I learned my lesson, and then I got to the final wave of Space Pirates, and I was able to get through that. And then when it came to the invisible drone or whatever, bro, I hit my super missile, and then I tried to go down and try and rumble with it, and man, dude, it was so freaking close. Alright, yeah, we'll use that in it. I don't know, continue and then put down. Oh my god, bro. Alright, yo. Just hold on, let me just check. Man. Okay, so here's what happened that night. I was walking through this really dark corridor, like pitch black, can't even see the walls. I was walking for what seemed like an eternity when all of a sudden I see a door in front of me. Mickey's Diner. You already know, one of those big window ones. So I walk up to it, open it really slowly, and guess what? There's nothing there, just an empty room, except for the box. A cardboard box just standing there in the middle of the room. I walk up to it, and I can't stop thinking what's in that box. Suddenly I notice there's blood on the sides. My brain's almost screaming, what's inside? What's in the box? What's in the box? Then I finally open it up, and Susie's, my wife's dead. Susie's head is inside. So I think this is Sixth Sense or some crap like that. I don't know. When I dream, nearly fell off my bed after that one. Moved to a different city is a total mess. We've been unpacking for almost a month now. No wonder I'm having nightmares about it. Your former police academy classmate, not to mention your best friend, and was just transferred to your present. I don't know what the frick that is. That's all that welcome you got for him. You haven't changed a bit. I love it. Sip. I hope this little therapy session is over. Wasting my time here with you actually makes me miss police work. Cold as usual. You know what? I actually kind of missed it. Anyways, how are you? What have you been up to all this time? Well, you know, the usual. Solving cases, putting buttholes behind bars. Becoming the top officer in this crap hole of a precedent. Not acting like a little coward. Me, a coward. Man, you just told me you were afraid of boxes. Fair point. For what it's worth, it's good to see you again. Ah, screw it. I've missed you too, you annoying son of a crap. Son of a punk. Police stories. Alright. It's a very short game actually, it's not that long. I mean, I'm not gonna 100% it, I gave up 100% it. I was planning on to, and then, wait. Weren't we supposed to go somewhere? Dispatch called half an hour ago, John. Half an hour ago, John. You're a little late, buddy. Please get off the ground.
Stand down. Regroup on me.
Get down now! Get down!
Okay, well, I suck balls, y'all, sorry.
Stand down. Fall in on me.
Oh my god, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to get used to the controls. I'm trying to remember what button does what.
On the ground now!
Okay, well, I suck balls. Okay, y'all, that was just a, what? That was just all practice round, y'all. Okay, can I stop pressing the B button and switch mags, bro? Holy crap.
At ease. Fall in and stay close.
Get down! Hands up! On the ground now! Get down! Get down now!
Whatever, man, whatever.
Get down now! On the ground now!
It's fine. Who get this cocaine? This crack and cocaine. Ooh, there's also more cocaine here, okay.
Hands up! Get down! Get down now!
Check your corners.
Get down now! Get down!
Ooh, you got injured? Oh, I got injured. Sorry, whoops. I just. Okay, well, I'm definitely not getting a good score on this one, bro.
On the ground now.
I'm gonna check what happened. Not on my watch, buddy. Got him. Got him.
On the ground now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna get a great score on this. Whatever, y'all. This is for craps and giggles, bro. I don't care. This is I'm gonna suck balls.
Get down.
We suck balls. Great F. Your best A+. Whatever, man. Continue. That is absolutely not the canon ending for this, bro. Please. Well, me and my partner here don't have a lot of time on our hands, so don't waste it and tell us what we want to know. You got it? Yeah, I got it. What were you guys doing here? Nothing really. The plan was to stick around this place for a bit while we wait for one of our guys to call us, and then as soon as he did, we were supposed to be oh crap. Never mind. Going nowhere. Freaking I said that. Going where? Going where? Tell me before I... Alright, just stop yelling. It's the warehouse on Amore Street next to the apartment complex. Now, I don't know a lot about it, but it seems that that warehouse is loaded with weapons. I overheard guys talking about preparing for something big. Preparing for what? No idea, man, honest. I've been with these guys for like 4 months. They ain't telling me crap. I said, I'm serious, I don't know. Preparing, please, for... Tell the truth, please don't hurt me, man, I don't want... I think he's telling the truth, John. Hey, we gotta lead. That should get us somewhere, right? Come on, let's check this warehouse out. Let's check this warehouse out. In action. Oh, wait, so hold on. John Rhymes, dispatcher's on the line, where'd you guys go? John Rhymes. Jones Rhymes, dispatcher's on the line, where'd you guys go? Anyway, we got reports of a robbery at the Armadillo Bar and Grill, so we need you two to go get out there and check it out. Suspects are heavily armed with multiple hostages present at the scene, so be careful, both of you, especially you, John. Wouldn't want you to die on your first day. So reports of the 211 at the Armadillo were false, but it seems you guys got on the track of something much bigger. Get to the warehouse. The suspect was talking. Get to the warehouse. The suspect. Get to the warehouse. The suspect was talking about. Get to the warehouse. Get to the warehouse. The suspect was talking about. Hopefully, before the rest of his gang arrives, and if not, bring them down. You got it, buddy. But let's do this, y'all. I like the art style for this game, even though the gameplay is very basic. We were both silent, most of us. Were both silent most of our way to the warehouse. But I couldn't read John like an open book. He was excited like a little kid on Christmas Eve, almost couldn't sit still. I like this about him. His commitment, his passion, his energy. In moments like these, I understood. Me and him, we were born to do what we do. It all felt just right.
Suspect spotted.
Well, I just got injured.
Get down. On the ground now. Get down now.
God dang it. Boom. Such fast reaction time. Holy frick. Okay. So good.
Heads up!
There we go. So, okay, I got it. I'm getting used to things. Okay. I could probably use that in the first mission, but it's fine. I already, you know.
Get down! Get down now! Get down now!
I can't believe that guy didn't go through the door earlier. Like, what the frick? Yeah, but I'm not 100% in this game. 100% in this game is BS, bro. It is way too luck-based.
Suspect spotted.
Boom! Much better. Finished. Bada boom, bada bing. And only one clip used. B. I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. Continue. Let me just drink some water here before we continue. These papers say that the items in this warehouse are the property of Stone and Roberts, one of the top arms manufacturers and distributors across the country. They've got contracts with FBI. They've got contracts with FBI. They've got contracts with FBI, CIA, the Army, multiple PMCs. Heck, I think our president is equipped with some of their stuff. You know what's weird? If these papers are right, then there's tons of explosives here. Tons of explosives here. Look at this ledger. C4 type explosives. Time-controlled explosion system. That's enough. There's enough here to make, like, what? About 100 bombs? Why would they need that? Ring, ring, ring. I don't get it. Wait. We should try to trace the call. Great idea, Johnny. Now let me just go get the tracing equipment. Oh right, I don't have it with me since we're, you know, not in a TV show. I knew that. Whatever, I'll get the phone. Click. Hey, we're almost at Stein is Swisky's house. Are you guys all done with the cargo? Yep, all done. Wait, Carl, that you? Yep, it's Carl. Don't sound like Carl to me. Who is this? Muffled noises. Cops? Trap! Trap, they hung up. Great acting, Carl. Great acting, Carl. Did they say anything? Yeah, they were saying something about Steinschwitzky, huh? Kevin Steinschwitzky is young film director. The rising star of Primrose Studios and a guy who knows a lot of people. Dangerous people. Anyways, I might know where they're going. Get in the car, I feel like we don't have much time. Get in the car, I feel like we don't have much time. Alright, now, those are only 2 levels I played when I was trying to 100% the game. But quite frankly, after just those 2 levels, I'm like, nah, we're not 100%. We are not 100% in the game. Screw that. So, we are just going to play the game normally. Yeah. Like, it's like an hour. Right. First, an assault on a warehouse filled with explosives, and now a possible hostage situation. You boys sure have your work cut out for you tonight. Kevin Steinwich is an upcoming national treasure of the movie industry, so make sure he stays alive. National treasure of the movie industry, so make sure he stays alive. Keep in mind that he lives in a pretty high-income neighborhood, so try to keep the shooting to the minimum. Bad for the publicity. He lives in a pretty high-income neighborhood, so try to keep the shooting to the minimum. Bad for the publicity. Alright, neutralize threat, secure evidence. Alright, last used. Do this. See, I like the pixelated art style, man. Kevin Steinchowski or whatever the frick his name is. This is the police. Open up. Weird. It's like there's no one around. There's no one around. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure is weird. Wait. Get down now. Get down now. Whoa, these guys sure are trigger happy. You ready? Yeah, let's do this. Oh, we're stuck in the garage? Okay. Let me restart, bro. Alright, well, I suck balls. Restart, okay. Bro, what there? Okay, I want at least a good run because at least not a perfect run, but at least a somewhat good run because of the fact that I have to whatever, man. Whatever, man. That's fine.
Get down now. Hands up. Hands up.
Clear up the main areas.
Get down now. Get down.
Civilian death. Oh. I'm a freaking idiot. That's on me, that's on me, that's on me. I'm a freaking idiot.
On the ground now. Get down now. Get down now.
Whatever, man.
Hands up. On the ground now. Get down now. Get down now. Get down.
No, I feel bad for no. An officer down. I can't have my boy die. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I need to.
Get down now.
Check the corners.
Hands up.
Wow, I'm just a bad shot. Holy frick. I'm just a bad shot. Okay.
Get down now. Get down.
Okay, well, I suck balls. Okay, this is very much a trial and error type game.
Get down now. Get down now. Hands up. Hands up.
Frick is this crap, man.
On the ground now. Get down. On the ground now. Get down now. Get down now.
Bro, I try. Okay, well, that's on me. That's on me. I mean, yeah, that's on me.
On the ground now. Get down. On the ground
Oh, okay, he did have.
Get down now! Hands up!
Suspect spotted.
Hands up!
Hit 2 hostages. Oh!
Suspect
Get
spotted.
down now! Get down!
Oh, okay, well, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Okay, that's on me. That's on me.
Get down! Hands up! Get down! Get down now!
That would have been a perfect chance for a flash grenade, but
On the ground now!
wow, I suck balls. Okay, hold on.
Hands up!
Holy frick, bro.
Hands up!
Your wife suck balls. One.
Hands up!
Wow. Okay, well,
Get down! On the ground now!
this game is very much like
Get down! Get down! Get down!
We have a dead suspect.
blow your brains out. I'm gonna blow your brains out, buddy.
Down! Get down! Get down now!
We have a dead suspect.
Well, buddy, I was gonna try and slap him in the back, but what the frick is going? Whatever, man.
Hands up!
All right, well,
Hands up!
okay, that's fine.
Down!
Well, I'm a man of action indeed.
Hands up! Hands up! Get down! Hands up!
Surrender, bro. That's a, okay. Well,
Get down now! Hands up!
okay. Well, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Suspect spotted.
All right.
Get down! Get down now!
Hold on. What are the controls? What's the shoot? Well, I mean, what's the Okay, command to surrender is Y.
Hands up!
Oh, okay, well,
Get down!
okay, well, that's crazy.
On the ground now!
dude, this is actually really hard.
Get down. Get down.
Oh, come on, bro. It's also the placement at times, bro.
Get down now.
Okay, whatever, man.
On the ground now. Heads up.
Dude, and then my...
On the ground now. Heads up. Heads up. On the ground now.
Oh my goodness, man. Holy frick.
On the ground now. Heads up.
Dude, this is actually really difficult. Holy frick.
Get down now. Get down now. Get down now. Get down now. Heads up. Get down.
That's actually kind of hilarious, but... Say, whatever, man. Whatever.
Get down.
Okay, wow, I suck balls. Okay, holy frick.
Heads up. Get down.
Dude, and then, oh my, dude, I'm just in a bad position. I'm like no vantage points.
Get down
Nice.
now. Get down now.
So probably all the cocaine here. Are you freaking? Oh my god, bro.
On the ground now. Heads up.
Bro, okay, holy frick.
Heads up. Get down. Get down now.
Holy frick, man.
Get down now. Get down now.
You good? Oh my god, bro, oh my.
Get down.
Dude, that's right. Sometimes so randomized.
Ground now. Get down. Get down now. Get down now.
Suspect spotted.
Heads up.
Dude, the camera's gonna be so freaking broken, I swear. Come on.
Get down.
Suspect spotted. We have a dead.
You done? We need a dead suspect. Oh, okay, okay. A dead okay, not a dead, Okay, okay, we're good, we're good.
Get down now.
What? I used the force! What?
Heads up.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man.
Heads up. On the ground now. Heads up.
Whatever, man, it's fine.
Get down now.
Change clips here.
Get down now.
What the fuck?
Get down now.
Suspect spotted.
That was horrible. What did I get? An F? An F. Restart, bro. That was some trash.
Get down.
Oh my god, bro. If he runs away,
Heads up.
that's on him.
Get down now.
Okay, that's on me. That's on me.
On the ground now!
Suspect spotted.
Man.
Get down now! Heads up!
Close to me. I don't remember to just freaking bash him, man.
Get down! On the ground now! On the ground now!
More evidence is right there.
On the ground now! Heads up! Get down!
There we go. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Heads up!
Okay, buy the books. Buy the books.
Get down now!
Oh, come on, bro. Oh my god. That was really freaking good. And then.
Heads up! Heads up! Heads up!
Okay, that's on me. That's on me. Yeah, that was just checkmate, man.
Down now! On the ground now!
But then, dude, what am I supposed to do if that's like, bro?
Heads up!
There's like, that's like a rock in a hard place, bro.
Heads up! Get down now! Get down now! On the ground now! Get down now! Get down! On the ground now!
I want you to be handcuffed. That's what I want. I clicked the wrong button, bro.
Heads up!
So this guy's just gonna bomb rush him and then freaking. Okay, that's. Frick. What am I supposed to do about that? Did he hide? What just happened? Okay.
Heads up!
Thanks for that, Rick Jones.
Get down now!
Is that a switch? If so, that's kind of a good reference. Bro, at this rate, can I even do anything? Right, so there's one person there, we know that.
On the ground now! Heads up! Get down! Get down! On the ground now!
Got him.
Heads up!
I can't I leave a shot, man.
Heads up!
I hope no one's behind me.
Suspect spotted.
Whatever, man. Yeah, if he does that, if he just sits there, then yeah, sure, do it. But I gotta like be fast with it, man.
Get down.
You didn't surrender, bro. You were smoking a cigarette. Get the frick out of here.
Hands up.
All right. Let's not frick this up.
Get down.
Shoot me, man. Oh my god, bro. That was literally perfect, and I frick up the last second, bro.
Get down now.
That's a rock and a hard place indeed.
On the ground now. Get down.
You have a dead suspect.
Why did you shoot him? Bro. Whatever, man.
Hands up. Get down. Get down. Hands up. On the ground now.
Freaking get arrested, thank you.
On the ground now. Get down now. Get down.
I don't know why you were hiding, bro. I'm trying to save you.
On the ground now.
What, bro? If I slapped the thing out of his hand.
Get down. On the ground now. Get down now.
Well, you just shot your own buddy, so that's not about me. Wow.
Get down now.
Oh, man. Sorry, buddy.
On the ground now. Get down. Get down now. Get down now.
Suspect spotted. Suspect down. Over.
Well, thank you.
Hands up. On the ground now.
Ryan, you got my back.
Get down.
Get out of here. Okay, final room again. Similar situation.
Hands up. Get down. Get down. On the ground now.
Bada boom, bada bing. Plus, let's go. And that's even better than the second one. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's good. That's good. No penalties. All right. That happened to be perfect. Continue. Ah, director, I'm sorry. Please. God, I'm so tired. Or God, I'm so sorry. What are you talking about? Sorry for what? I helped them. They made me do it. Do what? Tell us. I put a bomb at the studio. A bomb at the movie studio? They made me do it. I didn't want to, but they. Please believe me. Please believe me. John, let's go. John, let's go right now. I have no idea if he's lying or not, but we have to see for ourselves. What about him? I called dispatch. Our guys are on their way here. They'll deal with him. With him. Now come on. My mom, por favor, puedes hacerme.
¿Terminaste?
No, hold on. Frick is a Boris. Alright. Oh, hey, Violet. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is bad. Alright, I've locked the new equipment. The borescope? What the frick is that? What the frick does that do? Fuse the bomb. Oh, we have to defuse the bomb. Okay. Showtime. Neutralize threat, secure evidence, defuse the bomb. Attention. Dispatch. Good news. Switch the guy made it in one piece and is currently being moved to Morgan Medical Center. Bad news. Whatever he was saying, made it to one piece and is currently being moved to Morgan Medical Center. Bad news. Whatever he was saying about the bomb at the Primrose movie studios, whatever he's saying about the bomb at the Primrose movie studios might actually be true. Bad news. Whatever he was saying about the bomb at the Primrose movie studios might actually be true. I'm hearing about armed men spotted inside the studio building, and this does not look like a movie shoot. Get out there and figure out what's what. All right. So what does this do? Allows you to peek through closed doors and plan your actions. Peek through closed doors and plan your actions accordingly to the situation behind it. Unlimited use. All right, so we're gonna use the foregrip, the borescope, and pepper spray. Or maybe use it. We'll let Rick Jones have pepper spray. Alternative to door kicking, resulting in greater advantage over the criminals around you. That's useless once we have this, so I don't think that's gonna be useful. Flashbang. Do we want flashbang? I guess we want flashbang. Over medical kit? Yeah, sure. Okay, I was about to say, foregrip, flashbang, medical, medkit. Yeah, okay. What am I talking about? I want the scope.
I did it.
Flashbang. Thank you.
And let's
Go. The grip, the scope, and the flashbang. He will have the pepper spray, lockpick set, and I guess the medkit. Oh, we can't have medkit? Then I'll have medkit, and he'll have flashbang, pepper spray, and lockpick set. I'll have the borescope in the only thing honestly, yeah, I don't really care, but the foregrip matters more for me than for him, so I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I've scouted the place out. And there's definitely something going on here. The studio is closed down, but they've got guys with guns all around the place, and they don't look like security. So what's your plan? It's simple. We take them by surprise, get in and clear the area, find the bomb, get out. Sounds good to me. Let's not waste any more time then. You have 4 minutes. The bomb. You have 4 minutes to find the bomb on each new start. You'll have a different plan. Interrogate the criminals to find out the code by using a melee attack or utilizing pepper spray. You can also take the risk and try to bomb yourself by cutting the correct wire. Okay. (9682) got it. Okay, 9682. Oh, that's it. Okay. Metal doors. Metal doors are locked and can't be opened by shooting. Metal doors are locked and can't be opened by shooting or melee. Use tactical equipment to open it. Be opened by shooting or melee. Yo, buddy, can you? I did not want to hit you, buddy. How do I?
Stand down. Regroup on me.
Get down now!
Let me change my equipment, bro. I guess I'll have the lockpick, bro. I didn't know that. Wait, whoops. Okay, hold on. You know what? Screw the thing. You know what? I think pepper spray is straight up useless. So I'm gonna use the lockpick set, the medical kit, since I'm the only one that can use that, and we'll use the bore scope. We'll use that. Especially since flashbang become a lot less useful when that's the case. He will have. I don't know. The foregrip, pepper spray, and flashbang. We'll just go with that. Okay, done. Oh my god, bro. I know what happens, buddy. I know what happens. Hopefully the bomb is as easy to get as last time.
On the ground now!
(6945). That should be easy to remember. 6945.
Get down now.
So this is a movie director. So okay, cool.
Hands up.
6945. 6945. What happened? What happened? What? Who killed me? Or I think I just exploded? I don't know, man. I did not want to. Wow, I suck balls. One of the criminals is bound to give us the code. So that's why I don't think it's like worth it to do pepper spray. Could just left whenever you want it, bro. What the frick? I'm trying to hurt him in that.
Get down. Get down.
It's because I don't. Okay, there's a tripwire. There's a tripwire. Are you freaking. What? Oh my god. Oh wow, nobody's out here? Okay, that's surprising. That's insane.
Hands up.
I did not want to. I did not want to do that, sorry.
On the ground now.
Well, there's the bomb.
On the ground now.
Okay, that's on me, that's on me. I'm gonna be fast as well. Okay, 3925. Oh, I just realized I should do that for every single door. What am I doing?
Hands up. Get down now. Get down.
Really? Wait, what? You can walk the entire room. I didn't even notice. Are you kidding me right now? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, man. You can walk the entire room. Okay, 2652. 2652. Thank you, buddy. 2692. 2692. I'm an idiot. Really nothing? Okay.
Get down now.
5243. 5243. I keep forgetting there's. Oh my god, dude! I get too cocky. I get too cocky, man. Oh my god.
Heads up!
Wow, I took balls. Okay, I should wait for him to get closer. Sorry, y'all. This is a very depth heavy stream, bro.
Get down now!
Oh, there's a. What? What do you want us to do? There's got to be another way in. What? You have to disable. Okay, you have to get up close and personal and disable it. Oh, we have to hurry up because we haven't found the code.
Get down!
4633. Okay, thank you, buddy. 4633. 4633.
Heads up!
Four, 633. 4633. Thank you. Now we can take as much time as we need. Okay, that's a 1. I wanted to heal my... Bro, why would I heal him first? Heal me first, buddy. Oh, there's also cocaine here. Hold on. Let me get that. Alright, frick me, I guess. I didn't want... Why did that open automatically, bro? Holy frick. Nope. Man, oh man, oh man.
On the ground now!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We have a suspect down.
Some 301.
Get down! Heads up! Get down!
Okay.
Get down now! Hands up! Hands up! Get down now! Get down! Hands up!
I really died here. There's one guy. Some 301.
Get down now! On the ground now!
I have to hurry it up.
Hands up!
Yo, we have a minute and 26 seconds. We have to hurry up. Hold on. Keep in mind for tripwire wires. Dang it.
Get down! Get down!
Some 301. You have to hurry it up. We have to hurry it up. Oh, really? Oh my god, it's the last one. It's the last one. 731, 731.
On the ground now! On the ground now!
7, 3. Oh my god, A+, there we go. Boom, done, continue. Alright, yo, let me eat a little bit here. I got some milk and cookies. Let me eat my Kit Kat. Bro, that's some... Man. Okay, that one wasn't as bad as the first one, but man, that one was... Because everything was more separated and that stuff, and we also have the camera, so the camera's gonna make things a lot easier. There we go. Just gonna need a Kit Kat real quick here. That is a good Kit Kat. Hey, CJ. You back from work yet? Very good. You took 15, bro. What the frick, man? Man. CJ, I straight up don't know how I'm gonna live with a job. Well, it depends on the job, but like I said, I don't know. Especially when some days you're just there the entire day. I really don't know what to say. But we're becoming part-time starting August 31st, right? Okay. All right. I think that's it. We did it. Not too bad for your first day, huh? Yeah, you could say that. Is it always like that with you? I'm starting to see why your last partner resigned. Real funny, John. And yes, it is always like that. Oh, like that. Now come on, let's get some rest. Hey John, yeah? Great job tonight. You saved a lot of lives just now. Don't think I could have done it all by myself. Bro, you did almost nothing, man. You getting sweet on me, Rick? Shut up. Alright, like I said, CJ, I should come up voice actor as well. Taser stun gun. I'll need this one, bro. I might go back for it, Mom. Bacon Brothers Diner. 18 missions. I will say, I think that's it for today, but I'm just going to chill a little bit here while I talk. I think I'm going to be forced to go to sleep in a second here. Actually, let me check real quick here. Because I think what happened was something right now with my family. Was watching the match, so they're going to be staying up later than usual. And that means that objectively we'll have to stay up a little bit later as well. So let me get streaming that in. So I'm going to ask if how long the match is real quick here. No, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Well, in a second here, but yeah. I guess I'm just gonna eat and talk. Oh, but man. No, CJ, for real though, like, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And also, CJ, for Prime, remastered low percent, dude, I straight up don't know what I'm gonna do against the Omega Pirate. Because yes, I have 4 power bombs, but I only have 1 super missile unless I get recharges on missiles. So I don't know what I'm gonna do against the Omega Pirate. Because yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to luck out. I'm just gonna have to pray to God that the AI for the troopers sucks balls, and that when the Omega Pirate comes back and whatnot, that that the troopers are not smart enough to dodge the space pirate's attacks, basically. Because usually what they do is they try and hang on the walls and all that stuff. So it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I don't know what the frick I'm gonna do for that. We'll see. Cause yeah, there's no way, bro. How am I supposed to? Yeah, basically, I have to hope for good drops. Like the enemies constantly drop 100 health. the enemy, because even the power bomb strat where you have to jump near the Omega Pirate and place a power bomb, right? I don't even think that might. I think there's a chance that might not work because the Omega Pirate might just straight up kill me as I jump onto him. That's not me exaggerating. That actually might be true. Like there might be a chance that as I jump into him to place a power bomb, that the Omega Pirate's like slam attack automatically kills me. There might be a chance that happens, and if that's the case, I'm gonna have to do the old-fashioned destroy each of the 4 plates with that, you know? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like no joke, if I die more than 20 times against that, I might take a break from Prime Remaster and just be like, yeah, we'll see. Because Phazon Mines without flow percent felt pretty freaking insane. So it's like I don't even know. It feels like I would have to luck out because yeah. I'd have to hope for a lot of ice troopers and wave troopers, no power beam troopers, and like I guess plasma is fine, but that's still a lot to deal with, you know. Because for ice troopers and wave troopers, you can stun lock them. For the plasma troopers, like you can do a lot of damage to them, and then for the power troopers, it's like nah, bro, I ain't got no super missiles to deal with y'all. So it's like nah, we are screwed over. This make me realize how much I hate Phazon Mines, bro. Also, CJ, I'm telling you right now, you better watch my Thardus fight to show you what's the intended way to beat Thardus, bro. Because the bomb strat of bombing him as he's rolling is freaking broken. It like cuts his health in half. Made the fight a joke. Now I know why I like Thardus as a fight. So while he's rolling at you, you can place bombs and they destroy the weaknesses. They immediately reveal them. Yeah, with the morph ball bombs. Yeah, it works. It honestly works too well, bro. Like I annihilated Thardus, bro. And you said I was gonna be absolutely beaten down by that rock boy, bro. No. Instead I got beaten down by some troopers. Don't want to do this? Oh man. Let's see. I don't know, that's why I like Thardus. I mean, I don't know why you hated on... Bro. I mean, I don't know why you hated on Thardus so much, bro. I thought Thardus was, like... definitely better than a freaking Omega Pirate, bro. Omega Pirate can suck my balls. Again, though, I will say a part of it is I need to keep in mind the difference between the boss on regular mode and hard mode, because it's not fair for me to say, oh, this boss sucks on hard mode. What? This boss sucks on hard mode because this boss sucks because on hard mode he's a pain in the butt. It's not really fair for me to say that for like Omega Pirate, you know? So like I don't think Omega Pirate's bad, but like, you know, yeah. Again, though, I don't know why some people say Omega Pirate is better than Metalithia, though. I never understood that. There's some people who are like, oh, Omega Pirate, no, Omega Pirate's the best boss fight in Prime 1. And I'm like, bro, what the frick? Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, I don't think it's objectively a bad boss, but I think it is. I think there are some parts of it that are very poorly designed. Okay, I love its big menacing design. I love the Phazon suit you get from it, and I love the variety of attacks and like the fact that it forces you to use the visors and the X-ray visor and that stuff. The issue is the troopers it spawns. That's the only thing that's BS. That's pretty bullcrap. Okay. The troopers it spawns are what make it a pretty like hit or miss boss fight for me. Especially since some of the troopers like try to jump in front of the boss to try and prevent attacks. And it's just BS, man, I swear. So that's my issue with it. Bro, really? I don't know, man. Or is your issue with the issue with the boss fight more so the fact that it's kind of a repeat of the previous mini bosses for its base attacks? Too much damage? Yeah, I can see that. Cause it's weird. It's kind of crazy the increase in damage output that they have for the Omega Pirate. Yeah, I agree with that. The more I think about it, CJ. When you compare it to the other bosses you're facing, the Omega Pirate does way too much damage the more I think about it. Because for Meta Ridley, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of Meta Ridley's attacks do a lot of damage, but like the Omega Pirate can like take away an energy tank worth of damage on normal mode, you know? Yeah. Its slam attack does like an energy tank worth of damage. The slam attack it does. And on top of that, the Phazon that's like surrounded in the arena, bro. What I find BS about the Phazon is it doesn't alert you when you're near a Phazon pile. That's pretty BS. I actually hate that. I actually do hate the damage, that part about the Phazon piles. Like, why can't the radar detect the Phazon? Like, when you're near the Phazon? Like, that's gonna be some horse crap I'm gonna have to deal with. But yeah, I genuinely have no clue. This is gonna be... Yeah, when I get to Omega Pyramid, I really don't know what to say. But I say that, and then, like, Dardus wasn't that bad. Yeah. Because Dardus wasn't really that bad. The fact that I struggled over Flogworld than freaking Dardus really says something. That's crazy. We'll see. CJ, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even afraid of Meta Ridley. Or the okay, I'm a little bit afraid of the Metroid Prime. I'm a little bit afraid of the Metroid Prime because it's 2 phases back to back. I'm a little bit afraid of that. But for Meta Ridley, bro, I'm not afraid of Meta Ridley at all. On my hard mode run of Metroid Prime, I beat Meta Ridley taking less than an energy tank worth of damage or something crazy like that. I almost no-hit Meta Ridley. I think I only took a couple straight hits. I almost no-hit Meta Ridley on my hard mode run. That's how like much I memorized Meta Ridley on for Metroid Prime Remastered. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. CJ, I'm not gonna lie. No, even when I do Metroid Prime Remastered 100%, right? I'm telling you right now. Yeah, that's true. But CJ, I'm telling you right now, I am never doing Metroid Prime 2 low percent. And I think you know why. For multiple obvious reasons. There's multiple obvious reasons for why I'm not doing Metroid Prime 2 on a low percent. Like I'm not even gonna lie, doing Metroid Prime 2 on low percent would genuinely, like, no. I think the Empering has multiple attacks that would one-shot me. So there's that. Having to deal with, listen, I don't hate the Boost Guardian, but objectively, me having to deal with the Boost Guardian with one energy tank, I would have to straight up dodge every attack from him. I cannot take any boost ball damage. So there's that. Alpha Block with one energy tank worth of damage can frick off, and oh yeah, one energy tank worth of damage and only 5 missiles. So there's that, yeah. Only a single super missile, so without any drops, right? So there's that, and then what else? What are some other BS bosses? I don't think Quadraxis would be that bad. I don't think Chaika would be that bad. It would be difficult, but I don't think it would be that bad. What are some bosses? Yeah. For Boost Guardian, no. I would have to dodge every single one of his boost attacks. Like, even if he gives you energy back, I think Boost Guardian could 3-shot me. On top of the fact that I'm constantly being drained of health. Like, I would have to do the boss fight perfectly. Maximize damage and maximize dodging everything. Like, what else? Let me think here. I don't think Dark Samus 3. Or not Dark Samus 3, Dark Samus 4. The final Dark Samus fight would be a pain in the butt. Dude, the final Dark Samus fight would actually make me crash out. Because I think every single one of Dark Samus' attacks one-shot you. And there's no health drops. Oh no, that would actually... Oh no. There's no way. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever do Prime 2 on low percent, dude. We'll see. I genuinely do not know. But CJ, what do you mean that's Fireball? Let me eat my cookie here. No, for the little figure, I will say this. I seriously do not understand why people can praise Emperor Ying, but then crap on Boost Guardian. I straight up do not understand. I straight up do not understand. Why do people hate on Boost Guardian so much? And then for Emperor Ying, they praise it like it's. I think people still say that's the best final boss in the Prime series. Like, I don't understand. Like, I can understand. I would understand if the hitboxes were not that bad. I would understand it, you know? Okay, I like the variety of attacks. I love its design. But that hitbox for the third phase can break off, and then that first phase, bro, dude, no. I'm thinking about that first phase. If I were to do that on low percent, I don't think I could. With all those tentacles, I don't think I could. I do not think I could. You know, like especially once Alpha Block is sitting right there in the same area. You know, how can you hate on Boost Guardian, but then say Alpha but then ignore Alpha Block? How can they do that? Genuinely. I think honestly, I want to say to anybody, I want to say to anybody that hates on Boost Guardian to just say get good. No joke, just get good. Okay, it's a fun, difficult boss. It's not that difficult of a boss, unless you straight up go there with like almost no energy tanks, which that's on you, buddy. It's a fun, difficult boss. You know, it's a totally fair boss. You know, like just get good, get good. I've never died to the Boost Guardian. Hey, now this Boost Guardian lets you just save just before the fight, huh? Right? To be fair, CJ. Okay, CJ, I don't know. I don't hate the Spider Guardian. I don't hate the Spider Guardian. I don't hate it. I have issues with fight, but I don't hate it. I do think, I don't know. I personally like it. I like the way that it's a puzzle. I personally think Alpha Block, and I will admit, the fact that you can't save before Spider Guardian is an issue though. I will admit that. The fact that you can't save just before Spider Guardian, that's an issue. I don't know why they didn't let you do that. I remember you finished Spider Guardian with one hit left. You were one hit away from death. I remember that. I think if you actually died on Spider Guardian, you were gonna cancel the series. I know that for sure. But I don't know. I mean, I personally like it. Like, I like the Boost Guardian part of it. I mean, CJ, I personally think Alpha Block, Emperor Ying, and Dark Samus 3 are way worse than Spider Guardian. I actually think I prefer Spider Guardian to Grapple Guardian, because Grapple Guardian is so inconsistent, man. That's another boss where the hitboxes are BS. Like, I don't understand what the frick is up with Grapple Guardian's hitboxes, man. I seriously don't understand. What else? No, I mean, I'm hoping when they do Prime 2 Remastered, man, like, please fix the stuff with the game, man. I swear. Because I wish I could love Prime 2 as much as I loved Prime 1 and 3, but man, I just can't. I just can't. There's some moments in that game where I'm just like, bro, this is why you're, you know, until Prime 4, you were my least favorite. By a significant margin. Man, actually, yeah. Also, CJ, I guess like now is my time to tell you like my ranking now that I actually have the time. After I finish Prime 4. After thinking about it, and I also might have to do a tier list. My ranking of the Metroid games that I've played. The only games I've not played are Hunters, Prime Hunters, Other M. Prime Hunters, Other M, Federation Force, and Prime Pinball. Okay, those were only 4 games I've not played. I played everything else. My ranking of all Metroid games is at the very bottom. In the, hand over my heart. Okay, my bottom 2 is pretty interchangeable. Okay, my bottom 2 is pretty interchangeable because there's some things that one game does. There's one game that's more important and is like in some ways better, but then the other game is like more playable to me. So I could go either way, but I'm gonna say at the very bottom, if I'm being completely honest, is Metroid 1 on the NES. Because I'm telling you right now, and this is the reason why, compared to any other NES game, I've played on the NES. I played Zelda 1. Zelda 1 was my first game. Okay, that was my first game of all time. I did not struggle or hate Zelda 1 ever, and I never hated on it when we're playing it. Okay, same thing applies for Mario Bros, Mario 3, a ton of NES games. Okay, when I was playing through Metroid on the NES for the first time, I hated it. It was such a pain in the butt. There's some things that I introduced and I love it for that. The Metroidvania aspect of it. The story, the stuff about Samus being the first woman heroine in video game history. But if I'm being completely honest, like the game is basically unplayable. Okay, it is such a pain in the butt to play, to gain energy, grind for missiles. Like it is probably the least playable out of. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. Like Zero Mission is just in every way, shape, and form. I think Zero Mission, and you can say the same thing for the next game on the list, but Zero Mission existing just makes the first Metroid obsolete. Like I can't. Yeah, and like Metroid was. I'm an NES tryhard person. I play NES games. I'm the type of person to say get good, but there's a difference between get good and there's the bullcrap of Metroid 1 when it comes to just regaining health and regaining missiles. I don't even think the boss fights are that bad. And I like what I introduced, but I'm sorry, like, I can't just be here and be like, hey, yeah, no, Metroid 1's peak. No. There's like so much cryptic stuff. It's a pain in the butt to play. I could never replay Metroid 1. Okay, while for the next game on the list, I can see myself replaying it. Next is Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy. The reason why I put this above the other one is simply because even though it has no color, it was less of a pain in the butt to play. Because you start off with missiles, you start off with 99 health, it's easy to regain health and missiles, and just in general, like, the gameplay feels smoother. It's not that big of a pain in the butt the platforming's not that bad. It also introduced more power-ups. It introduced all the beam weapons, and it introduced space jump as well, Spider Ball. What else? And I think just what it introduced to the story about Metroid with the evolution of the Metroids, I think it's a very cool choice they did with that. And it was the first handheld Metroid game, and honestly, I think it's more playable than people say it is. The map is not that confusing, so that lack of a map is not the biggest deal. The only real issue with the game is the basic gameplay loop of killing all the Metroids. It gets very repetitive, so that's like the only real issue with the game. But everything else about it is like, compared to, if you had to tell me, hey David, between Metroid on the NES or Metroid 2 Return of Samus, which game would you prefer to play right now? It would be Metroid 2 Return of Samus, and I'm sorry to say that's how I feel. I think Metroid 1 is more important, but Metroid 2 is more playable right now. So there's that. And now, but yeah, I still think those bottom two are pretty interchangeable. Yes, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. I'll also mention where I rank Metroid 2 Return of 3DS remake. I'll mention where I rank it, but I'm not gonna spoil too much about it. Okay. But that's probably the biggest issue with Metroid Samus Returns, the 3DS remake. That's probably the biggest issue with it. The main gameplay loop, even though they made the Metroid boss fights better, there's still the main gameplay loop issue where you are constantly fighting the same enemies, and the gameplay loop gets very stale. That's the only issue with it, But apart from that, like, Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS is still an amazing game. But anyways, all right. So that's the bottom two, and I think the bottom two is pretty interchangeable. They're very close. Okay, now we go to the third worst, where there's a massive jump up in quality. And I hand over my, and again, similar to the bottom two, where I think the bottom two is pretty interchangeable. The next two are also pretty interchangeable. But if I'm being honest, completely, especially after my replay of this game just now, hand over my heart. I still love this game. I think Metroid Prime 4 is the least good out of the good Metroid games I could see myself replaying. And yeah, I would put Metroid Prime 4 above. Yeah, it's the least good out of the good Metroid games I've played. Okay, I'm gonna put it like that. It's mid. It's the least good of the good games I played. I'm gonna say Metroid Prime 4, and I've said it ad nauseum already, so I'm not gonna get that much into it. But to put it simply, we'll see how this. I think the legacy of Metroid Prime 4 will depend on where Metroid Prime 5 goes and what aspects of Prime 4 they take and improve upon. But as it currently stands, where it stands now, I think Metroid Prime 4 is the least good out of the good Metroid games. Okay, it is the least good out of the good Metroid games. For reasons we've talked about ad nauseum, the desert, the NPCs. Again, I think this game could have been a great Metroid game, definitely much higher on the list had it had a proper good game direction that knew what it wanted to be. It has its moments of brilliance. I love the graphics. I love the music. Some areas in art direction stand out. Some of the bosses stand out. I love the Silex boss fights. And I don't hate the NPCs, and I like the ending more than most people. But the story of the Lamorne and the troopers and what they did with Silex sucks. I'm not saying it's saving Prime 4, but I'm just saying how I feel about Prime 4 will determine how Prime 5 turns out will determine the legacy of Prime 4, because you can't deny CJ. There's some things about Prime 4 that give me hope for the series, such as the game direction, the graphics, the movement options, and the music. It tells me they still got those things intact. It just didn't maintain that for Prime 5. But I'm not saying it's going to improve Prime 4 that much. I'm just saying my thoughts on Prime 4 will change depending on that. So that's why Prime 4 is at the bottom. And again, bottom of the line, the biggest reason why I have Prime 4 below the next game on my list, even though the next game I have my issues with, is I asked myself the question, did this game leave Metroid in a better spot than it before it was released? And the answer to that is probably no. Okay, if I'm being honest, the answer to that is probably no. It did not leave Metroid Prime 4 did not leave Metroid off in a better spot. Okay, it was supposed to be a shining hope, and it wasn't. It was it was underwhelming. I'm not gonna say it's a full-on disappointment, but it was underwhelming. It should have been much more for the time we waited. So that's it from Prime 4. Next is a game that I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient on, because I kind of screwed myself by playing it the way that it did. And that's Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS. And that's not to say it's a bad game. I actually really do like the game. I think it's very underrated, especially for being a 3DS game. I think a lot of people were upset about it because of the fact that it wasn't on Switch. I think I would prefer it if it was on the Switch rather than on the 3DS, but that's just me. But essentially, I already talked about the biggest issue. It's a great game. It's strictly better than Metroid 2 on the... I'll tell you. On that Game Boy. And yeah, it's perfect. I'm not going to spoil any surprises, but there's tons of things that they added and a ton of cool surprises. I love what they did with the game. And it's just a strict improvement. I have no issues with the game, apart from the main gameplay loop of killing the Metroids, and that's it. That's literally the only issue with the game. Everything else about it is peak. It's pretty good. And I think you already know this, CJ. Metroid Samus Returns introduced the melee counter, and that's basically the main thing that I think elevates it above Prime 4, where... Did Metroid Samus Returns leave the Metroid series off in a better place? And the answer to that is yes, because it introduced main gameplay mechanics that Dread even took, which was the melee counter. Okay? So yeah. That's why I have Samus Returns at the top. Now, the reason why, for the longest time, I did not like Samus Returns is because I kind of screwed myself out of playing it the way I did, because of the way I did. The way I played it, because I was kind of spoiled about the endings for the game and speedrunning it, was... I chose to speedrun the game on my first playthrough, which meant save scumming, loading up last checkpoints on repeat to try and speedrun the game. And that was for my first playthrough, and that made it so I got really tired of the Metroid boss fights, trying to perfect them, basically before every single Metroid boss fight, I would reload the game until I got a perfect boss fight to ensure I 100% the game and got it below 2 hours. And that's actually another issue with Metroid Samus Returns. It is probably it is easily the hardest 2D Metroid game to speedrun and get a good time on, because of how randomized the Metroid fights can be. That's one issue with the game. It's kind of a concurrent issue, where because of the amount of Metroid boss fights, it can be hard to speedrun the game, because each Metroid boss fight has a lot of randomization, which makes it so that if you get a bad Metroid boss fight where they do a set of attacks that make it hard to deal damage or whatever, or leave it invulnerable, it's hard to beat the boss fights fast. So it makes it a really hard game to speedrun. run, especially since in order to get the best ending in the game, where you see Samus and all that stuff, you need to beat the game in under 4 hours, and that is very strict. I beat the game 100%, and my final time was 3 hours and 58 minutes and a half. I think it was 3 hours, 58 minutes, and 30 seconds. It was that close. So it's one of those games where I think I should maybe replay it for what it is and not speedrun it, I shouldn't make everything about speedrunning Metroid, but I think that's my biggest issue with Metroid Samus Returns. But apart from that, I think it's a great game. It left the game off at a better place, and it was a great return, literally in the name, return to the series. And it was a great precursor to what Metroid Dread would become. So that's Metroid Samus Returns. So, and I think the two placements, I think Metroid Samus Returns is probably better than Prime 3 4. I'm going to be honest with myself, though. I'm not going to say they're interchangeable. No, I think Samus Returns is better than Prime 4. I think the only reason why I'm even considering it is just because I screwed myself playing it on the first time, Alright. Now, the next two games, which are kind of interchangeable for me, I know my placements of these two games are going to really upset CJ. I know he's really going to hate on this. But again, I think from here on out, I think the jump in quality from Metroid Samus Returns and to the next game is significantly higher. Okay, I would say Metroid on the NES is like a 6 out of 10. I think Metroid 2 Return to Samus on the Game Boy was like a 6.5 out of 10. I would give Prime 4 a 7.5 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, somewhere between there. I would give Metroid Samus Returns a 8.5 out of 10. Okay. Then we go from Metroid Samus Returns, and then the rest of the games on this list are 9 out of 10s or better. Okay, I give Zero Mission a 9 out of 10, and it's the next game on this list. And that doesn't mean it's a bad game. I think it is actually a perfect game. Okay, it is probably the best beginner-friendly game to play a Metroid game. It's probably the best way to start the Metroid series because it's the first story. It's very easy to follow. It's pretty easy, which is great for beginners. And it also has a decent amount of boss fights, especially for a 2D game, not gonna lie. There's actually, I think a lot of the boss fights in that game are pretty underrated. I think Kraid is pretty good. I don't think like it as much as SNES Kraid, but I think Kraid in that game is pretty good. I think, and what other boss fights are there? I like the beetle boss fight or whatever frick it is. I think that's a good boss fight as well. But pretty much the only reason why I have it lower on the list is just because it's for two reasons. One, it's too easy for me. It was way too easy. So it's like a double-edged sword, but so it's good for newcomers, but for me it was way too easy. And then two, my second biggest issue with it is that it's also another Metroid game, 2D Metroid game that's really hard to speedrun and get all the items. It's a real pain. I had to do a bunch of saves coming to do it. It was a pain. Especially with the Shine Spark puzzles, like those Shine Spark puzzles, man. I swear, man. Especially for a game like Zero Mission where the movement is more touchy compared to like the later games we'll talk about, like Dread. That's my biggest issue with Zero Mission, but again, it's not a bad game. Just because it's lower on the list and not even in the top 5 does not make it a bad game. It is still a 9 out of 10 game. It is still a near perfect game, and I would not fault anyone for putting it much higher. I wouldn't fault anyone for putting any of the games that are here and above to much higher, but yeah. Next we have Fusion, and my take on Fusion, and the reason why I like it more than Zero Mission is just because I love the story and I love the atmosphere, even though it is linear as all get out. It is the most linear Metroid game of all time. Okay, other than Metroid Other M, which from what I've heard of, Fusion is the most linear Metroid game. Okay. But to me that doesn't matter, and I have to give it a 9 out of 10, but that doesn't matter to me because of a couple reasons. The boss fights are awesome. The atmosphere of the game is awesome. The atmosphere of the game is awesome. What else? Boss fights are awesome. The story of the game is awesome. And I mean, I don't have much else to say. I think those things are more to make up for the linearity. I love the atmosphere. I love the SAX. It's a very scary game. It's probably the scariest Metroid game other than Metroid Dread, I would say. And yeah, I mean, and there's nothing much I would like to say about Fusion. I mean, the linearity is the only issue of the game, but I don't hate it. It's just that, Oh no, but yeah, so linearity, the only issue of the game are the linearity, and two, it's similar to Zero Mission, is a very hard game to 100% in speedrun and get, the best ending. That's my only other issue with the game. But apart from that, yeah, peak. It's a great game, 9 out of 10, love it. Just I think prefer the other games above it more. Yeah. Especially with all the dialogue. I mean, the dialogue is the story, but it's a very it's the gameplay loop of the game does get very tiring. It's like go to the sector, complete the mission, go back to Adam, and you can do that over and over again. But I don't know, it doesn't bother me too much, but it is a critique, you know. Yeah, but I do like the boss fights and I love the atmosphere, the SAS, how the story builds up over time. It has one of the better Metroid stories, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's where I would put Fusion. So hold on. How many games am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Fusion, Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3, Samus Returns, Prime 4. What else? Is it just going to be 9 games? Yeah. Is it really only those 9 games? Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Prime 1, Fusion, Prime 2, Zero Mission, Prime 3, Prime 4, and Samus Returns. Okay, so it's gonna be 10 games. So in 10 so far, we have, on 10th place we have Metroid 1. In 9th place we have Metroid 2, Return of Samus. In 8th place we have Prime 4. In 7th place we have Samus Returns on the 3DS. In 6th place we have, or 7th place we have Metroid Returns. Wait, what? Is it 11 games? Bro, I don't even freaking know. Bro, let me search up all the Metroid games. Okay. Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Prime 1, Prime 2. Fusion, Zero Mission. Prime 3. Samus Returns, Red. Prime 4. Okay, so there's 11 games. Alright. In 11th place is Metroid 1. In 10th place is Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. In 9th place is Prime 4. In 8th place is Return of Samus on the 3DS. In 7th place, it's Zero Mission. In 6th place, it's Fusion. In 6th place, it's Fusion. Let me just be sure, bro. Oh my god, this is tough. Okay, hold on. In 11th place is Metroid 1. In 10th place, it's Metroid 2 Return of Samus. In 9th place is Prime 4. In 8th place is Return of Samus Returns. In 7th place, it's Zero Mission. In 6th place, it's Fusion. Okay, so the rest of the list should be easy. Alright. Don't worry, CJ. I'm not going to pretend like Prime 2's amazing or anything. Prime 2's still sitting around a 9 out of 10 for me, but Prime 2's the next game in the list. It's my 5th favorite. And, yeah, I've already said that. We already just spoke about it. Pretty much my biggest issue, I love the atmosphere, I love the story. I think it does those things just as good, if not better, than Prime 1. And I love certain bosses. It has a lot of highs and a lot of lows for the bosses, but I think the highs outweigh the lows, you know. Again, I love Quadraxis, I love Chaika, I love Amorbis, I love all the Dark Samus fights. What else? And like, you know, just atmosphere and story. I love most of the areas. But again, my biggest issues in the game are the beam ammo system. Like, that just doesn't work well. You know, it's not good game design. And the bad bosses, pretty much. I don't hate the Dark World. I like the Dark World for what it is. I find it to be a good puzzle, even if it's confusing at times. So that's my issue. That's pretty much Prime 2 in a nutshell. We've talked about it multiple times. It's in 5th place. I still give it like around a 9 out of 10, 9.2 out of 10, somewhere around that. I still love it. But yeah. Now we are at the top 4, where, if I'm being honest, the top 4 games, I think anyone could put any of these top 4 games at number 1, and I would not complain or say that they're wrong. You know, oh yeah, I also love the music for the music, all the Metroid games below are awesome. Anyways, next after Prime 2, man, this is tough. I think after Prime 2, and if I'm being honest, I think all 4 of the games that are above it are pretty much perfect. Like, I think the rest of these are like 10 out of 10s. But if I'm being like, I think if you had to ask me right now, which of the games right now of the top 4 would I like to play the least right now? It's honestly Metroid Dread, and I love Metroid Dread. It is a perfect game. It's a 10 out of 10. Robbed of Game of the Year from 2021. Okay. You know, I love that game to death. Did my phone run out of battery? Okay, I was gonna say. I love that game to death. Okay. The boss fights are peak. The gameplay's peak. I love the movement. The story is peak. My only, and I love the enemies. I love the heart element of the enemies. I think that's a very overrated part of the game. I don't know why people hate on that. My only 2 issues with the game, okay, are the music. Okay, I think that's probably single-handedly the biggest reason why it's not in my top 3. Dread, I'm not saying Dread's music is bad, but I think compared to basically every other Metroid game, Dread does not have a memorable soundtrack. I'm sorry, it disappointed in the soundtrack, okay? It's still a 10 out of 10 game. The music is atmospheric, but I don't think I couldn't tell you a single Metroid Dread soundtrack, piece of music from Metroid Dread that I would choose to listen to right away, like right now, or I couldn't name it, you know? So, yeah. No, they're combined into one. Though I will say, okay, I'll bring it up later, but I will say, it, depending on the version, it would make a difference for me. But anyways. But like, yeah, Dread's a 10 out of 10 game. My only issue with it is the music, but literally everything else about the game is perfect, and, you know, hopefully they evolve it into whatever frick Metroid 6 is going to be. And then I guess my second biggest issue with the game, I mean, the Shine Spark puzzles weren't that bad, if I'm being honest, because of the improved movement. But I think my other issue with it is, I don't think the atmosphere was hit or miss. There was actually, no, I'm not gonna say it was hit or miss. I think every single area had a good atmosphere. So I take it back now. The atmosphere, I think other 2D games do their atmosphere better, but Metroid Dread does a serviceable job with atmosphere. So straight up, the only issue with Metroid Dread is the music. Everything else about the game is peak. You know, it has the best boss fights. You know, I think it has objectively the best boss fights in the 2D games. You know, like I'm pretty sure every single it would. You know, if we were considering one of the boss fights in the 2D games, it has like 3, 4, 5 of the best boss fights of all time. You know, so you know. So but yeah, that's why Dread's at number 4. It's not a bad game. I think it's a 10 out of 10 game. You know, peak. I love it. The only reason why it's not higher is just because I think out of the games right now that I would like to replay, it's probably the least. I replayed it like 3 times back to back. So that's probably another reason why I 100% the game already, so I have no reason to come back to it. Including Dread mode, so it's like, yeah. So that's it for Dread. Next on the list is a game that I think is ridiculously underrated. You know, I think this game is unfairly underrated. I don't know why people hate on Prime 3. I'm not going to go in depth, I'm not going to spoil it for you, CJ. But I really do not know why people hate on Prime 3, man. You know, I think it is crazy underrated. You know, I give it a 10 out of 10, or like pretty close to a 10 out of 10, pretty much, you know. Like, it is, you know, the music is peak, the bosses are peak. I think it has the best story to the Prime games. I think it does. You know, I think that's a hot take. I think most people say Prime 2 and Prime 3 have a better, Prime 2 and Prime 1 have a better story. I think Prime 3 has the best story. And on top of that, I think Prime 3, if anything, I think playing Prime 4 made me appreciate Prime 3 even more with the game direction they chose to take with Prime 3, you know. I think Prime 3 is pretty, like, I think it's so underrated. I don't know why people hate on Prime 3. I understand, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, I understand it's like, the era of the Wii and that stuff. I know some people don't like the motion controls. I don't care. I like Prime 3. Prime 3's peak. Like, everything, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but like, the boss fight, story, the areas, all of its peak, you know. I think it had a clear idea of its game direction and it nailed every aspect of it, you know. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna spoil much more, but I can't really say much more because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, I think Prime 3 is pretty much a perfect game for me, you know. It's a different type of Metroid game, but it's still a great Metroid game because they had a clear idea of what the direction I wanted to go. So then we have Prime 3. Now we have number 2, second place, Prime Remastered. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to only include Prime Remastered. If it's Prime Remastered, I think Prime Remastered is the second best Metroid game. If we're going with the OG Metroid Prime on the Metroid Prime Trilogy or the GameCube, I would give it, I would put it below Dread. So it'd be 4th place. Prime Remastered for me is the second best Metroid game. If it's, you know, the non-remastered version, I would put it below Dread. So it would probably be 4th place Metroid Prime, 3rd place Dread, 2nd place Prime 3. And then I'll tell you what first place is later. But I think Prime Remastered is number 2. And it's obvious, atmosphere, everything about it. It's just the atmosphere of music. That's pretty much it. Like it's kind of an escapism for me. It's like a chill game. It's I don't think it's perfect. Oddly enough, it's essentially perfect, but I don't think it's it's not perfect. I think number 1 is essentially perfect, but I think Prime 1 has like some nitpicks, but it's not like perfect. Like Face on Mines can be a pain in the butt. Some of the backtracking can be a pain in the butt, but I think it more than makes up for the atmosphere of music and just the escapism it provides. It's kind of my comfort game. I go back to that game to play it all the time, and it just beat it within a single sitting. It is that type of game. And then Super Metroid is number 1 for obvious reasons. Except I think it basically, for similar reasons to Prime 1, except I think it does everything perfectly from the gameplay to, I mean, I've played and beaten Super Metroid 100%, like 10 plus times. I think I beat it regularly once every year since I played it for the first time like 10 years ago. Like I played it at least once every freaking day. Or not once every year, at least once every year to 100% completion, and beat it in 3 hours. Like I learned all the skips. I learned, I know the game like the back of my hand. And like, yeah, it's a similar reason for Prime 1, the escapism, except I think it does it better. I think it does it perfectly. There's no annoying point, for me, there's no annoying things about playing Super Metroid. I think the boss fights are good. I love the story of Super Metroid. I think the ending is, I think the final boss is one of the best final bosses in video game history. Maybe not from a gameplay standpoint, but from an emotional and symbolic standpoint, I think the ending of Super Metroid is very strong. And like, yeah, I think Super Metroid is one of the few games, you can say Ocarina of Time has some issues, you can say Link to the Past has some issues, you can say Prime Remastered has some issues, you can say Breath of the Wild, you can say Tears of the Kingdom have issues that are nitpicks, but straight up, I think for Prime Remastered, not Prime Remastered, I think for Super Metroid, there was straight up not a single bad thing. Like, the only thing you can maybe bring up is the weapon switching, and that's about it. Just the weapon switching, and even then, that's a product of its time. You can't really do much to save that, Especially since I think on modern day controllers, it's a lot easier to like map the buttons to in an easier way. So I think that issue is pretty much fixed. So like straight up, I think Super Metroid's a perfect game. It's one of the few games where there's literally no issues. Zero Mission number 1, yeah. And again, I don't blame you because like it depends on child. It depends on child, man. Like I think for you, CJ, I think Zero Mission for you was what Super Metroid was for me. Except you played Fusion first, so I guess it's, But again, I think it depends on what you value, CJ, because I think you're the type of person that prefers like the movement and like you like the movement and gameplay of Metroid more so than the atmosphere. Not saying you don't value the atmosphere, but I think like it depends on what we prioritize. Because I think Metroid Prime and Super Metroid have the best atmosphere, but I think Dread and even Zero Mission have like the better gameplay movement. So I don't blame you. Yeah, but that's pretty much my list. And like, yeah, I don't know where you're gonna put Prime 3, CJ. Actually, CJ, what would be your ranking? You have either Zero Mission or Dread 1. Where would Prime Remaster be? Where would Fusion be? I think Prime Remaster would probably only be like number 5 for your list. I think you'd prefer Super Metroid and probably Super Metroid and Fusion over Prime. I think. Yeah, I don't blame you because I like the movement is also very important. Game feel. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's like different gameplay styles. We've been just chatting for a while. I don't know why I didn't change it yet. Yeah, I don't blame you. Again, and I know some people can bring up the slow movement of Super Metroid as a issue with the game, but I don't think that's fair because the slow movement and like floatiness of Super Metroid is what builds the speedrunning community of Super Metroid, you know. But again, when it comes to how strong the Metroid series is, bro, I wouldn't blame anyone. I would not blame anyone having either Zero Mission, Fusion, Prime 2. Okay, maybe Prime 2 a little bit. But I don't think I can say. I don't see a world where someone ranks Prime 2 above Prime 1 or Prime 3, but yeah. I think Prime 2 is the only one where I cannot understand anyone having it as their number one. I can understand Zero Mission having. I can understand Zero Mission. I can understand Fusion. I can understand Prime 3, Prime 1, and Super Metroid and Dread, but I cannot understand having Prime 2 as your number one. That's insane. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Also, yeah, CJ, I have to get back on freaking Dark Souls Remastered. I'll get back on that eventually, man. Let's see what other games I have to do. I do have Hollow Knight. Where's Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight. I'm gonna try to play Resident Evil games for Halloween. What's this Resident 80s? Yeah, man, we'll get to that. I don't know, man. When will I get to that? Yeah. I can see that. Again, it depends on how you grow up because that's the thing. When it comes to I grew up with the NES, so stuff like Super Metroid was perfectly fine for me when it came to the movement. Like my first console was the NES from my dad, and the first game I played was Zelda 1 and Super Mario Bros. And then I went from NES straight to the Wii and the Wii U, where my first modern games were like the Lego games and what else? Oh, frick, let me take my headphones off. Were the Lego games and Punch Out, the Wii Punch Out. And then my first 3D game that was like full blown 3D was Zelda Wind Waker, where I did not understand anything. I stuck that movie to camera. And then when Wind Waker, I moved back to all the other games. I don't think I played Super Metroid until like 2015, 2016. It was around there. And then that's when I fell in love with the Metroid series. I think I did Super Metroid. Oddly enough, I think that's why I like, in some ways, like the Prime games more than the 2D game, but I don't know, it's weird. I played Super Metroid first, and then after Super Metroid, I played all the Prime games. And then I played Super Metroid on repeat, and then I played Dread. Dread was the next game I played on the SNES, or not SNES, on Nintendo Switch. I wish it was on SNES, on Nintendo Switch. And then after that, I played all the other Metroid games through the Nintendo Switch Online. Whole system I grew up on was GBA, yeah. Dang, that's great. And then you played Zero Mission and Fusion on that cartridge? That's crazy. That small cartridge. That's right. I think I'm gonna just let me. It's a little more in the numbers. Bro, really? Oh, that type of Game Boy Advance, yeah. But TJ, you never touched NES Metroid or the Game Boy Metroid, right? The Samus Returns? That's crazy. If so, you're not missing much, I will say. For real though, I do hope they eventually port the 3DS game, the Samus Returns game, for like $20. Because I will say this. I will say this. My memory Shadow Samus Returns was playing it on handheld. And how cramped your fingers get while playing it for a long time. You get really cramped. Like, I remember my finger would get burned. Like, it would feel really freaking... Yeah. I hope they eventually port it to the Switch too. Oh wait, you might have played the original NES Metroid on the Game Boy because they have it connected to Zero Mission. I forgot. Forgot about that. But yeah, let's see. But no, see, I really can't wait for you to play Prime 3. Man, I'm so curious because like I wonder if you're gonna like it or not when it comes to the direction they take. Because you know, because Prime 3 is very divisive. Like I said, I don't understand in what world some people say are still saying Prime 4 is better than Prime 3. I do not understand what world that is true. Like, no. Yeah. Oh, you're streaming tomorrow, right? September, okay. Prime is September, okay. We'll see. I'm hoping I'm not too busy around that time, bro, because I swear. Next semester I'm taking my hardest class, and then also, what else? No, yeah, that's Prime, yeah, hopefully. Thing is, I think I'll be more just watching Prime 3 than guiding you, because again, I think Prime 3 is a lot easier to follow than any of the previous other Prime games. Like I said, I think what I'll probably do is like for the first episode we'll see. I think what will probably happen is you complete basically the tutorial of Prime 3, and then before the second time you record it, I'll explain to you some things about the game real quick. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I don't know if I want to do two-parters for that game though, because I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what you want to do. That'll depend. I think we'll see how it is after the first few episodes, because I want to see how easily figure things out for Prime 3. Because I could be saying, oh, Prime 3 is a very easy game, the puzzles are easy, it's all very straightforward and all that stuff, but then for all I know, you go and you just get stuck, I don't know. Because that's what I meant. For some parts in Prime 2, bro, I was like punching the air. I'm like, what the frick are you doing? Especially, well, no, I can't complain about the Fortress, though. The freaking Sky Sanctuary is a piece of crap, bro. I don't blame you. I love Sky Sanctuary, but the freaking enemies in there can suck my balls. No, Prime 3 is linear. Prime 3 is linear, okay? I'm just saying that there's a decent amount of like environmental puzzles, and it's like you don't have to go back or backtrack for anything. It's just you solve the puzzle. Like you scan it and you figure it out and you solve the puzzle. You know, it's similar to Prime 4 where it's like you do not need a backtrack to solve a puzzle. It's just there. You just solve the puzzle, you know? Like, I swear, if you get stuck on... Okay, maybe there's some puzzles where you might get stuck, but, like, dude, I swear, if you get stuck on, like, some freaking amateur crap, I'm gonna crash out. For Prime 2, it's understandable, because Prime 2 had a lot of crap going on. Yeah. like especially in Sanctuary Fortress. I can understand how you got turned around in like the orb room, for example. But I mean, Prime 4 you didn't get stuck on at all. Okay, CJ. Basically, Prime 3 is very linear. Prime 3 is very linear. I'm gonna be honest. You only have to really backtrack like a handful of times in the game. You know, only a handful of times. And the times where you do have to backtrack are like it's very clear where you need to backtrack to. It's 1000% clear. Okay. It's very linear. When you need to backtrack, you know exactly where you need to go to backtrack. And like again, I think for Prime 3, you're basically gonna be facing at least one boss fight every episode. At least one boss fight every episode. And you're getting like 2 or 3 items every episode probably. And then like, what else? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But the thing is, Prime 3 is probably going to be the longest of the Prime games. It's probably going to be at least 10 episodes. At least 10 episodes. I think it might, if I'm being honest, when I think about it, it's probably going to be like 12 episodes. Yeah, I like Prime 3. I like Prime 3 a lot. Yeah. And no, it's not me hyping it up being like, oh, can you play Prime 3 sooner? No. It's like genuinely like Prime 3. In some ways, I like Prime 3 a bit more than Prime 1, if I'm being honest. Because my biggest issue with Prime 1 is like the bosses. The bosses are not like amazing. The only boss I really like is Meta Ridley, and that's it. Prime 3 has like, let me go through every single boss. Tutorial boss, it's one of the better. I think the tutorial boss is arguably the best tutorial boss in Prime games. Apart from maybe the tutorial boss in Prime 4, Abrax, I think Prime 3 has the best tutorial boss. Okay. The boss after that, one of the best boss fights in the series. The boss after that, one of the best boss fights in the series. The fight after that, a decent boss fight, not crazy good, but like it's a decent boss fight. It's better than it's okay. I'm not say better than your average, but like it's decent. It's on the level of like some of the stuff you see in Prime 1 and Prime 2. The boss fight after that is probably the worst boss fight in the game, but it's still not a bad boss fight. It's just very long and drawn out. You know, that it's probably the worst boss fight in the game, but I don't hate it. I think it's better than most of the stuff you see. I think it's better than the worst bosses in Prime 2, and I think it's better than like Omega Pirate, absolutely. The boss fight after that, pretty decent boss fight. The boss fight after that, one of the best in the series. The boss fight after that, a decent boss fight. The boss fight after that, one of the best in the series. The boss fight after that, oh dang, it's really that? Yeah, it was. The boss fight after Prime 3, or hold on, I mean, I'm trying to not spoil the names. Dang, is it really that much in between that boss fight? Okay, yeah, the boss fight after that, one of the best in the series. There's some mini bosses in between there that are kind of bad, but not that bad. No, they're not bad. They're just mid. The boss fight after that, the final boss, the best final boss. I think it's the best final boss fight in the Prime games easily. Either, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they kind of. I think that's the biggest reason why they made it limited time only. If I'm being honest, CJ. Or I don't know. No, they're probably being greedy. I don't know. They sold Sunshine in the Anniversary Edition just to end up selling it 10 songs. Yeah, they did. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know. But like CJ, no joke. I think I would put like. Give me an idea. I think I would put one, and if I were to like putting some of the boss fights in Prime 3 in a tier list, I would say the first boss fight is like a B tier. The second boss fight is an S tier. The boss fight after that is an S tier as well. The boss fight after that is like a B or C tier. The boss fight after that is probably a C tier, though I'd maybe push a B tier, I don't know. The boss fight after that is a B tier. The boss fight after that one is an S tier or A tier, S or A tier. The boss fight after that is probably a B tier. The boss fight after that is probably an S tier. The boss fight after that, S tier. Then there's some like other mini bosses that are probably like C tier, and then the final boss fights are probably like S tier, A or S tier. I think Prime 3 has easily the best boss fights on average in the Prime games, Prime series, like not even close. Like on average, yeah. Like, yeah. Like Prime 1, again, I would give, like Prime 1 has some pretty bad, like Prime 1 only has Meta Ridley, I think Prime 2 only has like, we'll see. And see, I already told you like one of the boss fights made me cry when I first fought it. I want you to guess which boss fight that was. I want you to guess which boss fight that is. A boss fight so peak it made me cry. So peak, man. What? Well, no, yeah. Or maybe not cry. It made me tear up. It made me tear up. It was so peak. I teared up. It was so freaking awesome. It's my favorite. It's the same boss fight with my favorite theme in a video game. It's the same boss fight with. It's the same boss fight with my favorite theme, music soundtrack and a music theme in a video game. It was that peak. It was when I replayed Prime 3 last year in preparation for Prime 4. It was that peak. That peak. Oh wait. Who's playing right now? What? You're on Tomodachi Live? Oh, you're on Tomodachi Live. Okay, yeah. You'll have to wait to see, CJ. You'll have to wait to see. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, CJ. I will say this though. I will say this though. Do not worry. I'm not gonna spoil anything else. I'm just gonna say this, CJ. You obviously know that Dark Samus is the final boss of Prime 3. You obviously know that, right? Do not worry. The Dark Samus boss fight is better than the final. All I'm gonna say is at least the final Dark Samus boss fight of Prime 3 is better than the final Dark Samus boss fight of Prime 2. I will say that. Okay, the final one that you face, the Dark Samus 3 or before, whatever the frick it was in Prime 2. Yeah, it's 1000% better. It's 1000% better. I can assure you that. Okay, I can 1000% assure you that. Yeah, do not worry. Do not worry. Yeah. Which again, I don't really know why the frick, man. I want to like that final boss fight, that final encounter Dark Samus, but I just can't because it's so inconsistent with the stupid blue phase on particles. I think that's one of the main things that's preventing me from wanting to ever replay Prime 2. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I'm ever replaying Prime 2 until they do the remaster, if I'm being honest, because after how upset I got during my hyper mode run of Prime 2, that I did last year, I don't think I'm replaying Prime 2 until I get they do the remaster, because man, I crashed out on Alpha Block, I crashed out on Emperor, bro, I had to do 10 attempts on Emperor. I didn't die 10 times, but like every time in the first boss fight where I ran out of light beam ammo, I restart the fight. I'm like, I don't care. Bullcrap. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. Every time I ran out of light beam ammo in the first phase, I'm like, nope, just restart. Not even worth it. The boss fight is so much more tanky on hyper mode or whatever the frick it is. Yeah, the boss fight's much more tanky on hyper mode. So I was like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. I crashed out for Alpha Block. I crashed out I think it was only Alpha Block and I think it was only Alpha Block I died on when I first played Prime 2 on. The only times I died, okay, the only times I died in Prime 2 hyper mode were Alpha Block, and the rest were Emperor. Okay, I crashed on Alpha Block and I crashed out on Emperor. And that was it. And Dark Samus, because Dark Samus was just so good face on that, bro. I swear to freaking God. My God, dude. God. To be honest though, CJ, I don't think you should ever play any of the Prime games on hard mode because it doesn't even make the game that more difficult. It just makes it more annoying, if I'm being honest. Like Prime 4 did not. Okay, no, Prime 4 increased the difficulty a lot. Prime 4 increased the difficulty a lot. Like that final Silex fight can frick off on hard mode. That final boss fight can frick off on hard mode. Yeah. But I think for Prime 1, okay. The only Metroid Prime game that gets interesting on hard mode is Prime 3. And you'll see why it gets interesting. You will see why Prime 3 gets interesting on hard mode if you play it on a hard mode. But I think Prime 1, all it does is it makes the enemies tankier. On Prime 2, all it does is it makes the enemies tankier. And Prime 4 makes it so it's harder to get ammo, and it makes the enemies more tanky. But for Prime 3, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you'll see why Prime 3 hard mode is probably, it's probably the best hard mode in the Prime series. Probably you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. But like it's the only one that's like, ooh, this actually makes it very interesting. In fact, people say it's like the recommended way to play the game when after you beat it on normal mode or whatever. Oh no, here's the weird thing. People say Prime 3 on hard. It's just something I didn't get. There's a lot of people that said Prime 3 on hard mode is so hard that some people gave up playing it. And I'm like, what do you mean you gave up doing Prime 3 on hard mode? What do you mean? It wasn't. Prime 3 on hard mode was the only Prime game I did not die on hard mode in. I died to Prime 4 4 times. Prime 4 is one of the hardest games on hard mode, if I'm being honest. I had to rather Prime 2. And then Prime 1 is not that difficult. It's just the Omega Pirate and Metroid Prime and maybe Med Ridley. That's it. But, yeah. And Phase Online's, but yeah. I don't know. But alright. Alright, CJ, I have to get going. I'll pick here. You're streaming tomorrow, right? Okay. And it's probably just gonna be more stream bot stuff, I assume, like the... Yeah. How's the Injustice video coming on today? Not today, but like, how is it going on? Like I said, tomorrow I'll try my best to start putting the rest of the video together. But we'll see the rest of the video together. A little rough video, okay. We still have 2 Injustice videos, we still have 2 Requiem videos, we still have a ton of the hard game stuff, and then we have, like Vending Machine and that stuff. And then we have, Donkey Donkey Literature Club finished. Yeah, we'll see, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I think that'll pretty much be it. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, okay. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, CJ, have a good one, okay. Good night. Or just more. Alright. Have a good one to you, okay?